moving forward. It doesn't matter. A lot of people say that Grammy is not the ultimate, but Charlie, when you get a Grammy nomination, see how these Americans jubilate.
You say that
even for just a nomination. Exactly. So it may not be the pinnacle of your career necessarily, but it just adds on to all the work that you're doing. So let's always aim for the very best.
Yeah.
Who knows, until there's another one that's bigger than Grammys.
For now, it's the ultimate.
Exactly.
And we should gun for it.
We should.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Anyway, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm great, Bella. I love your hair.
Thank you. Shouts to Aisha. Last night I gave her quite some pressure, but yeah. Aisha Hair Affairs, I love you. And also to Nafsi, MEA. Good morning to both of you. I hope you're well.
Yeah.
Yes, I was at the Ghana Beauty Awards yesterday.
Oh, right.
Yes, so I did some work that didn't end too early.
So are you coming right from there?
Yes, sort of,
kind of. Just walked in
kind
here.
of, but yeah. but from one awards event to the other. Yesterday, well, the night before, which is Saturday evening, it was a very good one for Media General and for our group CEO, as well as we picked up awards at the Ghana Business Awards. And that's definitely worth celebrating. Let's take a look at the categories that we won. We'll come back and talk about it.
General Group. And that goes to the general themselves, Media General.
Media General Group continues to deepen its roots in the media industry. At the 6th Ghana Business Awards, the Media General Group was recognized as the Media Organization of the Year. The group comprises TV3 Network Limited, Onua TV, Onua FM, Connect FM, Akoma FM, Adesa Productions Limited and its digital platforms.
Well, congratulations to our group CEO and to Media General as well for the awards that we picked up over the weekend. It looks like award season for us.
Yeah, it's a good year for us.
It is.
It's a good year for us. I've been here, less than 4 months, and we've received at least 6 awards from GGSA to Ghana CEO Awards? Ghana Business Awards.
Ghana Business Awards, the Emmy Africa Awards.
Yes, Emmy. That's the one I was
Emmy Africa, yes.
So
quite a number of awards.
It's a good year for us. We're winning all the way, and that's possible because of you. Thank you for always making us #1, from radio to television to our digital space, because our digital space is also winning.
Yes.
And so thank you for always keeping us on top. We appreciate it. And congratulations to our group CEO. Thank you for constantly inspiring us and many women across the country, across the continent, and men too. This win is for all of us. We appreciate it so much. Indeed. Congrats to you.
Indeed.
We shall cut cake.
Oh, yes, we shall. I was hoping that the cake would be here. My palms are itching. Doesn't mean some money is coming.
Money is coming.
I like that. But I like the way Auntie B has transformed Media General. I've been here for about 4 years, and I must say that I'm impressed by the fact that a woman is able to do this work and do it incredibly well, have so many people under her, and still manage to get the team to work and transform the face of Media General. So she definitely deserves every accolade that's coming to her. She's worked hard for it. For someone who started as a news reader many years ago.
Newsroom.
And yesterday I was having a conversation with another industry person. She was like, Auntie B, where are their power? Because, you know, when I used to come here, she was actually one of the news readers working with all the other, popular news readers. And today she's the CEO, and you can tell that she's done a really fantastic job transforming Media General. So we appreciate you. And yes, like Na said, you inspire us all. We may not necessarily occupy the CEO position, but wherever we find ourselves, we know that we definitely have to work hard and make a difference. So congratulations.
Congrats.
And
So
then
much
I
to
missed the
celebrate.
Earth Tremor yesterday.
You slept right through it.
Listen, I woke up and the first post I saw was from Media General. Did you feel the Earth Tremor? I was like, where? What was going on?
So a lot of people did not feel it. Well, I slept like a rock. I woke up and I saw on the TV3 Instagram page, do you feel the Earth Tremor? So I went to check the dates to make sure that it wasn't the one that we felt some time ago. Because not too long ago, there was a report of another Earth Tremor. So realizing that it was just that night, and the neighborhood where I live was one of the places that was marked as the places that felt it. One, I'm glad I'm able to sleep well, not to feel it. But 2, I was concerned that if something was happening, I would have slept through it. And it wasn't just me. A lot of people on social media also said that they did not feel it. So the question on my mind was it a serious one? Was it one that we ought to have been concerned about? And if it wasn't, or if it was, what is causing the recent earth tremors that we're experiencing. Some time ago, it was experienced just once in a very long time. Over a decade, we experienced this just about once. But it's been a little frequent lately. And so I was waiting to hear from the
Ghana, the Ghana Geological
GGSA, Ghana Geological Survey
Authority.
And I think they released a statement.
Yes, they did. And so let's quickly take a look at the statement. We have a geographer on phone to give us some more details on that. But yesterday, they released a statement indicating that on Sunday, the 12th of November 2023, an earth tremor event occurred at approximately 7:20 a.m. in parts of the greater Accra region. I was asleep. The event had a magnitude of 3.6 on the Richter scale. The epicenter of the event is about 7 kilometers off Wager, 5.5318 north, 0.2933 west in the greater Accra region, with origin time at 7:17 a.m. The recorded magnitude is indicative of the extent of the tremor. The earth tremor is a minor one, and so it is not expected to cause damage. The tremor was slightly felt in Nyanyano, Kakraba, Wager, Pokwase, Adenta, Kanda, and some parts of Accra Central. These are natural occurrences and therefore difficult to predict. The authority is committed to the continuous monitoring of these events and informing the public appropriately to ensure public safety and minimize risk. Education and sensitization of the public on awareness and response during earth tremors is important and currently being undertaken by the authority. The public is urged to remain calm and go about their normal activities. Thank you. And this was signed by Isaac Kuwan Inwimbile, the Acting Director General for the Ghana Geological Survey Authority. We have Dr. Amamu Ochre, who's a geographer, and he's joining us via phone. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, I'm sure you've also come across a statement where we're told not to fear because the earth tremor was a minor one. However, we do know that in December 2022, there was actually a series of earth tremors within 5 hours, about 3 of them. And then in March as well, there was another one, which is now making people worry because they're wondering, are we close to an earthquake? What really is the situation?
Okay, and good morning to your listeners as well. Yes, it's becoming a little bit more frequent than in the past, which means we are gradually becoming somehow vulnerable to it. We do not know why the frequency is now increasing, but in some cases, seismic movement like this can occur and become frequent where there is oil drilling, and in some cases the drilling will come with fracking. Fracking is the machine that is drilling breaks the rock into pieces before it can still go on like chisel or something like a driller to get to the deeper part of the earth where the oil is trapped, and then it is siphoned upward. Now, when this oil exploration and drilling continue, and we are not lucky, it goes through some places that already have weaknesses, because Ghana began experiencing earth tremors since 1800, and from that time coming once a while. But now, last year we got one, and this year too. So one must begin to see Ghana qualifying to be earthquake prone.
You're saying that at this point, Ghana qualifies to be earthquake prone. Now, at what magnitude of earth tremor do we have to be concerned about? Because what happened on Sunday morning, we're told, had a magnitude of 3.6 on the Richter scale. At what magnitude should we be concerned?
Yeah, so it was a slight one. We have to be concerned. We do not know when a bigger one will come. As for earthquakes, it's difficult to predict. Very, very difficult to predict. But as long as we have tremors, we just should keep our minds on it that we could equally be vulnerable to the quake itself. Of course, yes, yesterday what happened, it's about 2 on the Richter scale, but gradually we have had some that went as far as 6 in the past. So we do not know. One just has to be careful. And as Ghana is drilling for more oil, we must also keep it in our mind that we can disturb the nature and we will have some repercussions.
Dr. Altry, does this mean that the earthquakes or the probability of an earthquake has something to do with climate change? And are there things that we can specifically do as a country to reduce the probability that we'll be hit by one?
Come again. I didn't get it. Was breaking. Come again.
Before now, Ghana is not one of the places which is naturally prone to earthquakes. So I'm asking you, now that you say that we're probably prone to earthquakes, would you say that there are things that we are doing that's causing this? Is it due to climate change? And are there things that we can specifically do to reduce our chances of being hit by one?
No, it has nothing to do with climate change. Climate change is more coming from the atmosphere above us. We will say it in simple terms, it's coming from the sky. But earthquake is coming from the deeper layers of the earth, inside the earth. And the movement, when it shakes the rocks, then it vibrates to travel upward to the surface when the rocks on the surface get shaken. So it's not related to climate change. But it could be related to oil extraction.
Okay.
It could be places where oil drilling is going on. Sometimes some of the citizens complain and they demonstrate. In Britain, there are some communities where they did that. In Canada, yes. So here, if we cannot complain at all, we have to maybe complain to government to be aware that as long as we go on drilling for oil, we would increase our vulnerability to earthquakes. So among the natural hazards that the country must prepare for, we should include earthquakes.
Okay.
This is very important because high-rise buildings are becoming quite many in Accra.
Yeah.
And we hope that the civil engineers that designed and those that built it took into consideration that Accra is not too safe or too far from earthquakes. So they have to put in all the measures so that in case there is shaking that is above normal, the buildings could stand. And also individuals who are building, we have to consult civil engineers to help them to maybe build according to specifications. It's not just putting pieces of blocks together, but trying to construct with the iron works and so on and so forth, so that in case there's anything like that, the houses may stand.
Okay, but sir, finally, before we let you go, based on what you're saying, talking about high-rise buildings, etc., do you think that as a country we're ready for a disaster as serious as an earthquake?
Before they approve even the building, they should submit everything to the experts to take a look at and approve. So we will assume that whatever has been done, there was approval, and they respected the conditions that they should take into consideration. We hope so.
Okay, you're saying you hope so. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. Dr. Amamu Otri has been speaking to us, and let me just get his position right, just because we spoke to him on this matter. He's a former executive director for the Center for Remote and Persons Geographic Information Service at the University of Ghana, Legon. What do you think of this situation? We're hearing from the GSSA who are saying that it's really nothing to worry about. Just go ahead with your regular, activities. However, we're told we should, or we are likely getting closer to an earthquake. What do you make of this? Join us on social media and let us know what you think. The hashtag is TV3 New Day. Johnny is ready now with Bites.